Okay, boys and girls, who's up for round 2? 'Cause I am. Let's get a move on, shall we? Chapter 2, Bad Prince. The next morning, Ellie was practicing her signature Z move, Ultra Art Attack. Then there was trouble. Someone was chopping down trees. That doesn't look good, Chandy said. Nyah! Ellie and Friends to the rescue, Undyne chanted. They ran and made it to the scene, and saw a bunch of monsters chopping down trees. An overgrown Whimsalot was their commander. "What's the meaning of this?" Ellie shouted. "We're using wood in order to build a castle on the volcano for Prince Kyle," Whimsalot replied. "Castle? Volcano? Prince Kyle? What, you never heard of him before? He's our best friend." "Wait a minute. Are you Ellie and Friends?" "Yes." "Well, in that case, monsters, destroy them!" Whimsalot shouted. Ellie, Undyne, Barbie, Nina, and Chandy took care of the situation. Whimsalot then ran away, and Ellie followed them. They led her to Kyle's castle. Ellie entered and found Prince Kyle and Whimsalot grinning evilly. "Well, well, well, look who decided to show up," Kyle said. "Kyle? What are you doing? Please come back. We love you," Ellie convinced. Kyle then returned to his throne, and Whimsalot commanded, "Minions, get her!" Ellie tried to activate her Z move, but failed, and the minions tossed her out of the castle. With no choice, Ellie went home. Her friends were there, and they comforted her. "Don't be sad, Ellie," Nina said. "Kyle may be gone, but we still got each other." "Thanks, everyone," Ellie said, smiling. Chapter 3, The Golden Brush, 'cause that was a little too short. The next day, at Kyle's castle, Kyle was looking through his telescope. He spotted Undyne singing Spear of Justice. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ellie and Barbie were cringing and getting annoyed by her singing. Kyle found this argument amusing. Kyle went to his room and read a book about the legend of the Golden Brush. It was hidden under a tree. Huh. Why does that tree look so familiar? Oh yeah. It's the tree house, isn't it? Kyle said. "Well then, in that case, it's time." Meanwhile, Undyne was singing Battle Against the True Hero. And now the whole gang was annoyed. When she reached a high note, Barbie covered Undyne's mouth. Then there was trouble. Kyle arrived with his minions in the buzzsaw mobile. "So, we meet again, Ellie," he said. "Whatever you're up to, we'll put a stop to it," Chandy said. "We shall see." While Kyle and Whimsalot were warming up the buzzsaw, Ellie and Friends were taking care of the minions. As soon as all the minions were defeated, the buzzsaw was ready to chop down the treehouse. It was digging into the stump. Yeah! Undyne was so angry, she activated her Z move, Spears of Justice, and dismantled the buzzsaw mobile. Kyle and company retreated, meaning that Undyne saved the day. "You did it, Undyne! Thank you." Meanwhile, Kyle was planning the next location of the Golden Brush. "Someday, I will get my hands on the brush," he said confidently. Chapter 4. Did you just say Fawa again? No, Foxy. Fine. Okay, Z to believe it. Later that day, Ellie and Friends were practicing their Z moves. What are Z moves, you ask? Z moves are moves of great power that can only be used once per battle. When a person and their traits' wishes resonate with each other, and both release their full power together, the result is the explosive force of a Z move. All heroes and villains can use Z moves, as long as their soul isn't colorless. Some of them, such as Ellie and Company, have a unique Z move only they can use. For example, Ellie can use Art Attack, Ultra Art Attack. Undyne can use Spears of Justice. Chandy can use Mega Claw. Nina can use Passionate Feelings. Barbie can use Sub-Zero Kick. And Kyle can use... I wonder if you can figure out what that means. Right now, they were fighting Scaredy Dummies. Take that, Barbie said. Scaredy Dummies, I came up in my head, and is the only dummy that does not rhyme with the dummy family. Glad and mad. I also have an original character, Sad Dummy, which is most likely to appear in the hard mode, Undertale. I have a theory. Everyone else got the hang of their Z moves, all except for Ellie. Whenever she tries to use it, she would commonly slip on her own paint and ruin herself in it. Her hair, her shirt, her dress, her boots, etc. Ellie was filled with determination. She raised her paintbrush in the air and charged it with Z power. Ellie's friend stared in awe. Then she unleashed her full-force Z move. Kaboom. When the smog cleared, Ellie attacked herself, her friends, and the Scaredy Dummies. Ellie couldn't believe her eyes. She finally mastered Ultra Art Attack. Sort of. That was awesome! Way to go! We love you! Yes! I did it! Ellie was proud of herself. It goes to show that you had to Z it to believe it. Chapter 5. The Finale, Number 1. The Finale 1 means the season finale of the first chapter of Ellie and Friends. The second is set to release this fall. Ellie and company were looking for food on the trees when they heard a sound. What was that? Nina asked. Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good, Barbie stated. They made it to the scene where Kyle was in the drill-mobile drilling through the volcano, unaware of its activity. Kyle, what are you doing? Chandy asked. I'm still looking for the lustrous golden brush, Kyle explained. If you think you can thwart my plans again, I'll have to use my secret weapon. But aren't you aware that the volcano is active? Undyne asked. No, and I don't care, Kyle replied. 1 mile above them, there was a rock slide. Ellie saw it and jumped to save Kyle. Ellie, no, Nina said. Ellie and Kyle were trapped inside the volcano. Look at what you've done, Ellie, Kyle said, angry at her. I saved your life, Ellie shouted, tearing up. No, you put our lives in danger. We're going to suffocate, starve, or roast in the center of the volcano, Kyle raged. I'm sorry, Ellie said. I'm sorry for becoming the prince of monsters. It's okay. Now, how about we don't give up and get out of here before we roast, huh? You bet, my best friend. So Ellie and Kyle began to make their way out of the volcano. Outside the volcano, Whimsalot, Undyne, Barbie, Chandy, Nina, and the monsters were working things out to save Ellie and Kyle. Whimsalot ordered the monsters to attack one spot of the volcano where they might escape. Ellie's friends helped too. Ellie and Kyle were hopping from one cliff to the next. The lava was rising higher and higher. They had to move quickly. Ellie saw the daylight, but Kyle saw the golden brush. He couldn't resist its shiny appearance. Kyle, you're going to die, Ellie shouted in fear. But I didn't write this down, but there was more trouble. A huge boulder shattered the bridge, separating Ellie and Kyle. Don't worry about me. I've got what I needed. And I'll always be with you, Kyle said. Take care of your friends for me, okay? I will. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too. Ellie sprinted out of the volcano, just in time. Ellie, her friend said, you're okay. Chandy said. Are you hurt? Barbie asked. Was it hot? Nina asked. Where's Kyle? Undyne asked. It's a long story, Ellie said. At the top of the volcano, a heart-shaped smoke appeared. It broke in two, but then repaired itself and ascended into the sky. To be continued.
Well, that marks the first segment of Ellie and Friends. But don't be sad. If you want to see more of Ellie's Friends from the past, I'd recommend you go find one of its shorts in the Mateo and Friends Shorts Volume 2 this summer in July. Ellie and Friends will be reincarnated in Ellie to the Rescue in September. Then, in November, we get a sequel we've been waiting for. I've written 7 books, and I might have to sneak in a surprise about the Undertale pacifist genocide. It's still gonna happen. Recent new teasers. It's going to take a real villain to fight like a hero. Coming the last day of school. Mateo and Friends, Villains vs. Villains, is getting a renamed title. Villains vs. Villains is now Mateo and Friends Most Wanted. Mateo and the seniors are having a final role since it's their last year in high school. The plot is subject to change without notice. Then, in November 23rd, Thanksgiving Day, Love Will Thaw. Ellie and Friends is getting renewed for a sequel. Ellie and Friends 2, The Frozen Heart. Written and illustrated by Mateo Torres. Main characters belong to Platalphus from DeviantArt. Well, I guess that's it. What other adventures will Ellie and company experience? What changes will appear? And most likely, what will happen? Find out some other time on the Mateo Torres channel.